Hello, welcome back or welcome to the channel. I have so much energy and I want to just like all over you. But I know it's actually hard to take in energy like that, and I kind of want to ground myself in. So I'm finding myself like literally being aware that I need to slow the energy down a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, I'm missing my ring. Okay, so a couple things before I get into it. There's just a lot of things shifting and a lot of kind of new information that is coming in. I did get a new deck, of course. This deck has this has like blown my intuition open. Okay, like the clairvoyance, the field. It's not just clairvoyance. What I really want to say is what it did is open up where I felt like I felt like I was stuck in this space, in this container, and understanding the Mayan calendar has like taken this border off of me. And it's been this very, very soft, like dissolving of these boundaries around me, and a very not super intense as I felt kind of breakthroughs before. And I think this has to do with a nervous system sort of active or deactivation, or more of like a nervous system coming back into harmony, remembering like when this happens, calm this type of a thing, because I'm able to hold more capacity for things that I don't understand. So I want to say that because the Mayan calendar is not linear at all. It is not linear at all. And so when we're in the world that we're in, it can be like just really hard to come back out of that. So anyway, I say all of this, and if you've stuck with me thus far, I'm so excited because I just know that you are going to be here for a while. Because of the information. If you're resonating with this information, I'm also noticing this card here. So I also got another new deck. This has also opened up a lot for me. So anyway, let's just get to this too. So the reason this is coming forward is because you are obviously going through something like this as well. There's a reason that I'm so drawn to share this with you. And it's not because I'm trying to tell you what you're doing. I'm kind of giving you words to describe the energy that's happening around you. Like I said, there's this very soft dissolving of old mind frames, of old frames in general, of old structures in general. Now, if you've been on this channel for a hot minute, like within, I want to say the past 2 weeks, there's been most of these case studies have been surrounding this end of a 9-year cycle and going into this new cycle. And I kept feeling like, yeah, I know. I kept getting this message over and over again. I'm like, okay, I mean, I'll keep reading for you if this is where people are and they need me to keep talking about this. But it was kind of feeling like I understand that. What I don't understand is what we're preparing for in this new year, new 9-year cycle. And so that is where I feel like this new Mayan calendar is coming into place. I'm starting to see the next steps in front of me. It's like the map is starting to hone in, and again, we're, instead of seeing this big outlook on the map of all these places that we want to go, we're zooming in right now. And we're like getting to what those next steps are. And sometimes, and the way I've been feeling the past 2 weeks is there's been this big zoom out in order for the bigger picture, in order for this kind of, again, dissolving of this only seeing this space There had to be a dissolving of this to see the greater picture and then to allow yourself to go back in. That felt like a lot, like I needed to clear that, because that I know is actually, that's an activation. That's quite a bit of information for you to take in, and this might just require that you sit with what I've said. I know that this may not make sense for all of you who are here right now, but it is going to eventually in the future if you stick around. Because again, these are just activations that are dissolving any boundaries and borders that are not allowing you to really expand yourself. And it's going to allow more information to reach you. So don't try to memorize what I say or anything like this. This is really just a loosening. This is really just a surrendering and letting go. And in fact, let's talk about that, because when I was pulling cards from that deck, so first I like to read the books with these decks that I get, because it's information of itself. It's like a storybook, right? And I find it fascinating. But the other component to it is that you also get the cards then to go with it. So you get the energy of each of these cards, and it's like a story. At least that's how I view it. So anyway, as I was shuffling the deck, the lunar eclipse is what came out, and this is about a big change. And so I'm finally, again, like I said, I kept feeling this liminal space between this ending and dissolving of this 9-year cycle and entering into this new. And it feels even bigger than that. It's almost like it's like, okay, so clearing the ancestors, it's almost like I'm feeling your ancestors, or like divine, I'm seeing them laughing at us, or laughing at me, because it's like, ha ha ha, you thought it was going to be that. It's not even what you think. It's like we had to give you the information in the way that I understood it, right? And so for numerology, and at that time where my mind space was, I understood that there was a big cycle that was coming in. And what's funny to me, and that's where I see all the ancestors kind of laughing, is because it's much bigger than looking at 9-year cycles. The Mayan calendar is all about cycles and where you are in your current cycle. And the reason this feels so resonant, and why I think this channel is really going to start becoming more flowy, if I can say that. Like, we're going to go different places, but it's all going to kind of flow. It's like different rivers pouring into one main river is kind of the feeling I'm getting, where it's like we're taking from all these other things and going into this big flow. So the ancestor clearing is like, to me, the clearing of all of these old mind frames that were not allowing you to expand. And because of that, it wasn't allowing you to expand your current reality in a more fulfilling or purposeful way. I was also noticing the 4-4 on this. So it's like, your ancestors are with you, whether that's people who have passed over, whether it's people that you know or don't know. You actually do have a support system around you that is guiding you and helping you, because as much as as much as they're happy for you, let's be honest, it is also this celebration within the lineage, because you're freeing all the other people too. You're freeing them from having to reincarnate to pick up where you left, right? It's like when you pick up the torch and you carry the soul journey further, and you carry it further than they were able to carry, they are celebrating, because it's in part less work that they have to do, right, in this next lifetime. Or I'm almost getting, and I know we're kind of getting far out there, guys, but I'm almost getting like within this lifetime, there's this sense of like, the sense of not wanting, not wanting, but there's a sense for this particular collective that you are burning out all of the past karma. So that either there's a complete like rebirth of the soul that comes forward where they are completely flowing and in tune and in perfect harmony, or they're just not going to incarnate. So, but again, it's like this DNA type, like this is you changing at your core being. Okay. And excuse me, when we talk about lunar eclipses, I spoke about this in a channeled message without cards about the reason this feels so profound. I don't need to go into that other than just to say that the lunar eclipse is representative of a big change occurring. And it's a lot to do with going within yourself too, to see where those changes need to be made. Because once you make those changes on the inside, which you're doing with this ancestral clearing, once you change that on the inside, you will see that reflected to you in the outside. And then also coming in with this, we have the White World Bridger. And this was super interesting because before I even looked in the book, you know, it's like, what I love about this is it's always a cycle. So it's always about learning and exploring, right? But I was seeing this kind of big rebirth and this shadowy heaviness going into this light. And so when pulling the card for the day or the energy of the day, it was like getting this, I started to understand this much, much bigger picture. That this isn't just entering a new 9-year cycle. And I know I've already said that, but the feeling of this is like you're not just entering a new 9-year cycle, you're literally entering a new stage of your life. Like a new experience, like almost, it's duality. It's like if your, beginning stages were really, really rough, it's like you're going into the exact opposite of that, like this ease, grace, and flow. And it's not that you've done anything, like you didn't do anything wrong in the beginning, but this clearing, and this is what I'm saying, the change was this clearing and this dissolving that is currently taking place. Now, this doesn't have to just be at the end of 2025, which is when this is being filmed. This could also be, 1313 was on the clock when I said that. This could be at any point where you're hitting this really, really big. But again, it's so funny because it doesn't feel big. It feels big, but it feels so soft. This is like a big drastic change, but it's wrapped in this soft, gentle, calm. It's like, it's so, the only way I can explain it is like you just found out you won $2 billion. And you're like, oh, that is so awesome. I can't, you know what I'm going to be able to do? I can do this. I can do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. It's like this. I'm so grateful for it, but also not surprised, not like over one way or the other, just in perfect, oh, I'm so happy. Like that's the only way I can really describe it. So I know this is kind of a weird reading, but this is where we are. And that's the other thing I wanted to address too is I feel like I just want to say, because I know where I'm headed now in a sense, so I can just more easily navigate you. If you're somebody who likes consistent change, you're going to actually like this channel a lot more. Because what I'm noticing is I never can stay in the same place. I can't ever use the same spreads for extended periods of time. I can't use the same cards for extended periods of time. I'm constantly in flow. And I think that if you're here, and especially if you're resonating with this, one, I would love for you to put a wave emoji, because I will completely understand what that means. But it's this, you're flowing. And it like water, it's like it just makes whatever changes it needs to make, and it does it very fluidly. That's how my intuition kind of stays alive. It's the way that I can adventure. So long story short, again, not to say it's bad or anything, but more to just give you an understanding. If you're coming here and expecting, you know, the same message and the same kind of structure, that is not going to be this. Or I should say, what you'll get with this is the consistent structure is that it's always moving. It's always evolving, and I'm always adapting and evolving myself. So that also means my energy, these readings, my beliefs, all of this kind of, I mean, you have your foundational beliefs, but like what happened just in the past 2 days of this really big opening up has left me again with this, wow. It's just getting to really, really understand energy, like, period. So, and honestly, if you're in this channel with me still, oh, I'm so excited because we're in for a journey together. And I just, again, I know you're my people. Wave, 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 wave. And I don't mean like this wave. I mean like the wave of water. Although that would be really funny if it was both, like the wave, combining actually the physical and the intuitive. That would be awesome if there was a hand and a wave. Okay. Anyhow and anyway, I'm going to leave that here because this is getting long. But yeah, this is where we're at, guys. I'm so excited for where we're headed.